My name is Cary Jack, and I want to help you happy hustle a life you love, one full of passion, purpose, and positive impact. I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur, a professional model / actor, a digital marketing specialist, a podcast host, author, a biohacker, an eco warrior, a martial artist, a hippie cowboy, and a humanitarian. Then check out the Happy Hustle podcast, where I interview world-class happy hustlers from spiritual gurus to multi-million-dollar entrepreneurs. It is time to happy hustle your dream reality. What is up, you beautiful happy hustlers out there? Cary Jack here, and I hope that you are slaying the day. I mean it, just really crushing it and enjoying every single moment along this beautiful journey. And in this episode of the Happy Hustle podcast, we are talking about putting the phone down for a digital detox, and not just the phone, but actually all of your devices. And I really do think that this is necessary for everyone every week to do a digital detox. And right now, if you're listening or watching this episode right here, that means I am in the wilderness, in the backcountry wilderness of Montana, about 12 miles deep, with a group of 15 high-level entrepreneurs for our Montana Mastermind, where we do just that, put the phone down. And all of our devices for that matter, because A, there's no service, but B, that is the restrictions for the Montana Mastermind. It is a complete unplugging, digitally detox, tapping into our primal self and our true nature. And I thought it would be fun to pre-record an episode that releases while I'm away in the wilderness that actually tells you how to do just that, to tap into your true self and your true soul and to get away from your devices. And you're going to hear some proven and tested ways to actually do that digital detox in this episode, as well as some staggering statistics and benefits of doing the detox. So without further ado, y'all, let's dive into this episode of the Happy Hustle podcast. And real quick, guys, I just want to give a huge shout out to this episode's sponsor, Therasage, who is making some of the best holistic healing products on the market. I personally love my Thera 360 Plus portable and affordable sauna. If you've listened to the podcast at all, you probably heard me talk about it, but it really is my go-to biohack. Right after I, get a long day's work in, I hop in that bad boy, I burn calories, I increase the blood flow circulation, decrease the inflammation. The list of benefits goes on and on. And what's cool about the actual portable, Thera 360 Plus that I have is you actually have hand holes and a head hole. So you actually are not swelling your brain like a lot of dry saunas do. Your head is above the heat zone, and you can use your devices. You can listen to podcasts like this one. You could read a book, get work on your laptop while you sit on your bum and actually add value to your body and your mind for that matter. So if you guys want to get the hookup on one of these bad boys, go to Therasage.com, use code HAPPY to save 10% store-wide on everything, and watch your life transform. I'm telling you, these things are a game changer. So get the hookup. That's THERASAGE.com, and then use code HAPPY to save. All right, y'all, let's get back to this episode. All right, y'all, we're back with this episode of the Happy Hustle podcast. And this one is all about putting down the phone, putting down your devices, turning off the TV, and really tapping into yourself while you do a digital detox. And as mentioned, if you're listening or watching this right now, I am in the wilderness of Montana backcountry right now with 15 high-level entrepreneurs for the Montana Mastermind epic camping adventure. We're camping out for 4 nights, 5 days. We hiked in over 7 miles, over 2,000 feet elevation climb. I had My cowboy buddy Duncan brings 6 horses in to pack everything in, our food and our supplies. I have a professional backcountry chef who's cooking us delicious food. I have a primitive survival expert who's teaching us how to survive and thrive in the wilderness. And we also have a bow and arrow archery competition back there with primitive longbows. We got an expert fly fisherman who's teaching us the art of fly fishing, and everyone gets their own fly rod reel combo. And we have our amazing videographer and photographer who shoots for a travel channel and Nat Geo, capturing it all while we're having a business mastermind throughout the entire journey. So that's what's happening right now as you listen to this. If you're listening to this, when the episode drops in, late July, early August 2021. Now, I tell you all that to really tell you the purpose behind going that deep into wilderness was to do the digital detox. A lot of these guys who are on this experience don't get away from their devices very often because, hey, they're online entrepreneurs, they're visionary, business leaders. They have a big team, they're connected, they have a lot going on. And it's so important to do that digital detox regularly. And these guys all saw the benefit and the value of doing just that, as do I. This is just as much for me as it is for those intending. And it's really something that you need to do. You need to tap into your true self and get away from the devices. And I want to just share with you some of these benefits, and we'll dive deeper into each. But some of the benefits of doing a digital detox: 1, reducing the stress levels; 2, improving your actual sleep and your sleep habits; 3, maintaining a healthy work-life balance; 4, allowing for a more positive life perspective; and 5, actually reducing the FOMO, the fear of missing out that comes with it. Plus, you're mitigating your EMF exposure and those toxic blue lights. So I want to dive into this, but I do want to share this really kind of staggering statistic. And it was a study that basically talked about in-bed electronic social media usage and the adverse effects on sleep and your overall mood. And the study found that 70% of participants checked social media on their phones while in bed. And over 15% were spending more than 1 hour on social media in bed. And the actual detrimental effects of doing this are increasing the anxiety, insomnia, shorter sleep duration, so many negative benefits of doing that. And it's crazy to me just how many people are stressed out over their devices, but yet they don't do anything about it. And if this is you right now, this is your wake-up call to take control of your life, take control of your tech. Don't let tech use you, but you use tech. Use your devices, and there's a lot of reasons for doing a digital detox. But at the end of the day, technology can be stressful, guys. I mean, it's one of those things that a lot of people use for their work. And I get it, it's a necessary evil, but then you have to know when to actually detach yourself and unplug from your tech. And that's one of the 10 alignments of being a happy hustler, is unplug digitally, tapping into yourself, getting away from your devices, being present in your current moment with whoever's around you, and using technology wisely. See, the thing about your devices is they actually emit electromagnetic frequencies. And without going down too much of this scientific rabbit hole, those EMFs are, think of like your microwave. Your microwave emits radiation. It's a frequency that it emits. So do your devices, your phone, your laptop, your TV. They all emit those electromagnetic frequencies, that radiation. And at the smallest cellular level, it breaks down your DNA, which has tons of detrimental health concerns and mental and physical effects. I mean, people talk about using, their devices and how they have increased symptoms of ADHD. They, have worse self-regulation. They have cognitive performance, dissipation, which it goes right down the tubes, their actual mental clarity, and then the brain fog kicks in. And some people are more sensitive to EMFs than others. but at the end of the day, it affects our body negatively. And if you want to really go deep on this topic, I highly recommend Dr. Mercola and his website. And he really does a good job keeping it unbiased, but just scientifically proven facts. And I actually did an episode, the last podcast that I co-hosted with my past company, all about biohacking and health and wellness. And we actually went to Dr. Mercola's house, and he broke down the science and everything around how detrimental our technological devices can be without proper usage. So I just want to, without wearing the tinfoil hat over here, just kind of raise awareness for you guys on how important it is to actually do the digital detox. And, another really quality reason to actually get away from the tech is you're actually going to feel happier. What happens with the devices, especially social media, is we have that compare and despair mindset and that fear of missing out. And it's constant where you're trying to please other people. You're trying to put yourself out there in the best possible light. And, ultimately, you never actually get the fulfillment that you're seeking. Even if you get a ton of likes on your post, then you're just craving the next one, because that dopamine dump takes place when you get that validation from your social media. So when you can kind of get away from that anxiety and that stress that your phone often causes, and those apps and those different social media platforms cause, and you can really just put the phone down, now you'll see a difference. You really will. Especially if you're feeling like compelled to check your phone every few minutes. If you maybe feeling a little depressed, or maybe a little bit angry, or maybe you're just like finding yourself out of rhythm or staying up too late, because you're on your phone. Like, these are all really signs that it's time for you to actually do a digital detox. So here's how I actually recommend, you do it. To start slow, and really, I'm not saying go out in the wilderness like I am with these, awesome entrepreneurs and do 5 days without your phone. I'm saying start small, do a little bit consistently, where that you start to take back control with your devices. And one of the things that I like to do is do a 60-minute window in the morning, and then a 60-minute window in the basically nighttime, right before I go to bed, of exactly not touching my devices. I don't know why I said exactly not, but just not touching my devices, where you're like waking up in the morning, and instead of reaching for your phone, you reach for your journal or a book, and you go meditate and you practice gratitude. And then after that 60-minute window, then you can touch your devices. You can plug back into your phone and your laptop, but not until then. That's oftentimes our most creative time, is right in the early wee hours after waking up. And it's really important that we don't stifle our creativity with other people's agendas, other people's priorities, emails, text messages, notifications, DMs. All that stuff will basically hinder your creative thought process and make you focus on other people's agendas. So start small, just tomorrow, with a 60-minute block in the morning. Then layer in 60-minute block before bed. Don't touch your devices. And, be realistic. If you feel like 60 minutes is too much, okay, start with 30 minutes. Start with 30 minutes, guys. Just that'll help. You'll see the difference. And then once you set those limits for yourself, abide by them. Have the focus, have the discipline, setting those boundaries to actually follow through on them, not just setting them and then kind of letting yourself fail, and not actually keeping up with your boundaries that you just set for yourself with this digital detox. You must have the mental fortitude and the discipline to actually hold true. Okay. So start with those 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening, and no devices without, don't touch them. Then I recommend, when you want to up your game, to do a 24-hour digital detox on Sunday. Just don't touch your phone all Sunday. Just let yourself recharge. Let yourself, just do, something fun, go outside, play a sport, hang with your lover, visit some family and friends, write, paint, practice a hobby or a martial art. Just don't touch your devices and watch yourself on Monday, how fired up you are to seize the day and everything in it. It's really, it's a modern marvel of how charged up you feel after not using your devices. So I know it's easier said than done, right? But it is something that if you can do that 24-hour digital detox, man, oh man, you are going to feel amazing afterwards. I'm telling you. So try that, start small, make it work for you. And just, really, even if it's taking a little lunch break without your phone and going for a nice walk, getting away from your devices and really just getting present with whatever you're truly doing in that moment and being fully immersed, invaluable. One thing I highly recommend too, when you are using your devices or when you are plugged in, actually turn off your notifications so that you only go to Instagram when you decide to go to it, not when they give you a notification. Okay. That was huge. That was huge for me. Another thing, if you're not using your devices, but you still have them on you, put them in airplane mode. When I go into a deep work focus block, I do not have my phone even on. It's completely off. When I record this episode right now, my phone's on airplane mode. No one can get to me. It's me and the mic and the camera. And I'm really doing my best to be present and deliver as much value to the happy hustlers out there who, are really giving their valuable time, their most precious commodity, to absorb this content. And I take that seriously. So I turn off my devices. I don't want any distractions. I get rid of those things that could potentially detract from the value that I want to deliver. So practice that digital detox, give up your devices for a short period of time, and then, pick a reoccurring like system that actually serves you. Like for me, that's 60 minutes in the morning, 60 minutes in the evening. That's a reoccurring system every day. And then the Sundays, I'll be, again, fully transparent. I've been not doing the Sunday full 24-hour digital detox lately. But I do really enjoy it when I do. So I think I will get much more diligent with that and hold me and myself accountable with it. But that is something that you could set yourself up for reoccurring digital abstinence, right? Where you just pick a day to go device free, and then I would even take it like go social media detox, where you just even restrict yourself from social media, just one app or another, like maybe all the apps. There's a productivity app called freedom.io, I believe. That one. There's also like, I think it's called Butterfly. I use a timer when I'm doing my work blocks and kind of do that, Pareto's 20-80-20, where I work for, actually, it's not Pareto's 80-20 law. It's, gosh, I'm drawing a blank on it right now, but it's where I work for 45 minutes and then I'm, essentially taking a break for 15 minutes. Or you can kind of switch it up where you decide like, the different work block on and then work block and then break block. But having those things baked into your daily routine, really help you. And it's important to, a couple like pro tips here, to have a successful digital detox. First and foremost, let your friends and your family know that you're on a digital detox, and actually ask for their help and support. Like, hey guys, don't text me or call me today because I'm doing my digital detox, or just FYI, if you do text or call me, I'm not going to answer. So don't worry about me. I'm doing a detox, and then find other ways to stay active and distracted from your device, and focus on the activities at hand, like keeping yourself busy. If you sit around all Sunday and doing nothing, you are going to just be so craving your devices. So focus on doing something else, right? And then if you want to take it a step further, actually delete the social media apps on your phone if you are, trying to do a detox. um that's a bold move, but you can always re-download them, so and you'll get all your data back, so don't worry. They are storing all your data. You will not lose, a beat. Don't worry. And then also just try getting outside the house, go to dinner with friends or go for a walk. If you're tempted to use your device, just get outside, right? And then one last thing, keep a journal to track your progress and, write down your thoughts about your experience, write down gratitudes, just, having a journal to vent is really helpful during a digital detox. But that is just something, guys, I highly recommend going device free. Right now I'm in the wilderness going device free if you're listening to this. And I'm so probably on cloud nine, because I retune my circadian rhythm to nature and the sun and the moon. And I'm just tapped into my primal self. And I'm enjoying great company and great food and great experiences. And this is, what I recommend for you guys to actually get outside, put the phone down, and just unplug digitally. So that's the message that I wanted to share today. And I hope it resonates with you. And I hope you actually start small and do a digital detox of some type tomorrow. Maybe it's that 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening. Maybe you want to up it to an hour, but do something to get yourself control of your devices and to really tap into your true self, your creative thoughts, and watch yourself truly skyrocket your happiness and your fulfillment. It's all about happy hustling, guys. That life you love, that dream reality, full of that passion, that purpose, and that positive impact. And you got to be in control of your devices. And this is one way how. So do that digital detox. I hope you got some value. Share with a friend who maybe is always connected, who is always tapped in. That is how we continue to spread this message with the world and actually, share good vibes and good content that can make a positive impact. Okay. That's what it's all about. So share this with a friend who maybe needs a digital detox. All right. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.